Our world is no longer in good health. It is suffering. Ever-increasing levels of air, water and plastic pollution are creating a menacing chokehold around our quality of life. We are drowning in a sea of waste. Many of us think that there is little we can do to change it. Is that so? As a company, Corsair's mission is to build and develop effective solutions to these threats. Corsair helps the environment by removing plastic waste and then recycling it, by reducing the number of poisonous particles in the air that you breathe daily, and by cleaning our rivers and oceans from toxic pollution. In addition, Corsair aims to reverse climate change and reduce global poverty, helping those in need. Funded by both private investors and a network of environmentally conscious entrepreneurs called Amplivo, Corsair is here to help save our world. We are asking you to join us and clean our planet from the pollution that is killing it. We are asking you to join the fight so that together we can leave a safer and healthier world to our children and future generations. When we work together, we can make a difference. By being part of the Amplivo network and helping others, you also can earn an income, create wealth, and move towards financial freedom. Interested to know more? We thought so. Let us connect. Corsair, for a cleaner future.
Afternoon, good evening, whatever part of the globe you're in today. Welcome to everybody. Renee and myself have a very exciting sort of training for you today. Please get a pad, a piece of paper, and also if you could get a pen, take as much notes as you can, get any questions you may have answered. But let's get this show on the road. Let's get rocking and rolling. So Renee, good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Roger. Good morning, everybody. And yeah, we have a lot of things to share with you today. And as you already saw in the topic of the flyers today, we have proven method to build your business in 7 steps. So we have a lot of material to show you this day. So let's just start it right away. So the proven method to build your business in 7 steps. And these 7 steps will take you more in practical way related to the Amplivo network as well. So the first step is finding the prospects. And I know that a lot of people aware of all the steps and finding the people, etc., etc. But we are sharing this more in detail today as well. So the next step is inviting the prospects to understand the Amplivo and the opportunity. Step 3 is presenting the Amplivo and the opportunity to your prospects in the right way. Following up with your prospects, what's very important. Step 5 is helping your prospects purchasing the CSR and how to become plastic neutral. Step 6 is helping your new independent associate get started right away as an Amplivo influencer. And step 7 is duplication. Maybe you want take some notes and just take some notes on the topics is finding, inviting, presenting, following up, helping, started, and duplication. And we will bring also topic for topic and more in detail as well, so that you know that this is the topics and the steps you can take for the proven method for build your business. So as usually, and I like this picture as well, is anything takes time. So never ever gives up. Most of the people are now more busy with more than 3 years, and it goes up and down, and that's the business. So keep that in mind when you start your business, and maybe some people are new in this business today. Welcome. So keep that in mind that anything takes time and never ever give up. So it's all worth it. And building your team can be also challenging. We know a lot of people in this call knows as well. It's an emotional experience, and the ups and downs can be dramatically. I'm really for sure of that. So, but in the end, for so many reasons, it's all worth it. And I think that when we look further for maybe about 2 years and we look back and we have built this business for more than 5 years, I think that everybody is proud on that day was there for the beginning on. So figure out for yourself why you choose for the Amplivo network. I think this is very important because this is your inspiration, that is your goal, that is your driving force, that's your burning desire. Why you choose for the Amplivo network. Maybe you choose for helping to save the planet. Or maybe you want to collect as much as more the CSR plastic credits. Maybe as an Amplivo influencer, you will create an extra income. And I think it's also good that you have a plan B. So you can also work without limits, whatever you want, how long you want. And that's the most beautiful part of it when you start your network marketing business as well. You can work with people you enjoy. And that's very good. What I see in the business is that we collect the right people at the right place. And when you, for example, drive to another place and you met the same people with the same mindset, it's very pleasant to be there together and enjoy everything. So it's also an opportunity meeting new like-minded people around the world. Maybe you want to build your business around the world. And I think that's also very good. And because I have started my business with Amplivo, I met Roger, for example, and now we have a very good time. And it's very interesting to have more friends internationally in that way. So, and I think that's also a very good reason, is that when you want to develop your personal development, I think this is also a very good opportunity. When you want to grow as a person, start network marketing business. I know for sure about that, because you have a lot of challenges, a lot of things you walking through, and it's an opportunity for you to grow as a person as well. So keep that in mind. And I think that the combination of all these topics, that's for my reason for why I choose for the Amplivo network. So the other question is, what is the most important key to success you need? And there is just one answer on that, and that's you. And keep that in mind, you are the most important key element for your own success. If you don't want to do nothing, when you want to lay down in your bed, when you not want to wake up every Sunday on 11 o'clock to be on time on the Amplivo weekly calls, it's just you. You decide what you want to do in your life as well. And what we said, we can bring you all the steps, all the information, all the things you know about the company and the compensation plan. But when you do nothing, I'm really for sure nothing will happen. So the main question, and this is the whole, I think the basic of your own success. Can you bring 3 people into the business as an influencer? If the answer is yes, you are in business. You can build in your structure. Maybe some people can bring 3 people every single day. Maybe you have more of less time because you have a day job, and you can bring 3 people every single week, or maybe every single month, or maybe every single year. I know for sure that a lot of people can bring 3 people into the business as an influencer. It's easy. So when you understand this basic principle, you are successful, because the only thing you need is bring 3 people who wants to do the business as well as you, and they also want to bring 3 people. And when you do that, then you use the power of duplication on the right way. You don't have to build 20, 40, 20,000 people just bringing in for yourself. The only thing you need is the knowledge how to use the power of duplication on the right way, and bring just 3 people who can doing exactly the same. And just take your calculator, and it just takes 10 duplication steps. When you build on the structure on 3 times 3 times 3, then you have a team with more than 59,000 people. And keep that in mind. That's the force, what you can do in your business as well. 3 times 3 times 3. And can you imagine what will be happen when they just started with just 10 euro? You have a turnover of more than 500,000. And when they just started with 100 euro, you have a turnover of 5.9 million. So keep that in mind. This is the force. And this is also the power that when we work together as a team, we can do something amazing for the planet, save the planet, and reduce the plastic waste as well. So let me bring on the first step is finding the prospects. And what you can do, the first thing what you can do is get the right mindset. If you started to reach the finding the right prospects and you think, no, I cannot do that, it's not for me, it's difficult, and it's tough, and something like that, I know really for sure that it's really stuff for you that it's not good. But when you have the thought that you have, I can bring more people every single day, is a new opportunity for me to reach new people. I make new friends. I want to build a relationship. I take my time. I'm not selling, just spreading the word, etc. I know for sure that you then have, with the right mindset, you have a clear vision of how to make a list and find the people on the social media, because it started with the right mindset. And it's also called the law of attraction and the law of universe. And maybe we can also bring that as a topic as well, Roger, in the next calls, is the power of your thoughts, and Think and Grow Rich of Napoleon Hill. I think that's also very good topics. So when you use the right mindset, I'm really for sure that you attract the right people in that moment as well. So you can also find the people in the supermarket, the sports club work, or wherever you want. And when you have the right mindset, you attract the right people. And go to events. It's now a little bit difficult to go to events, but you have also online events, meetings with the same topics. There you can find the right people. And with the right mindset, I know for sure that it's not difficult to reach 3 people in a year, or 3 people in a month, or 3 people in a week, or 3 people in a day. I really for sure, when you put a lot of effort in it, that you can attract the right people on the right way, but it starts with your right mindset as well. So the first video, and this is very good. It's I think a video of 4 or 5 minutes, but Roger can refill it as well, is how to find the prospects. And the explanation we'll do by a professional. So Roger, back to you on that topic as well. You're unmuted, muted.
All right, just as well, I had to clear my throat there. Right, sorry about that, a bit croaky this morning. Maybe too much talking yesterday. But anyway, really the bottom line of it here is, why not go back to the old master every time you look at these things? And we go round in circles, lots of people, you know, the old master, and, you know, how to find prospects, etc. So I'm just going to play this little short video. It's a few minutes long, and bear with us because we have some good content. It has some fantastic content. Listen to what this guy has to say.
It never dawned on me until about 4 or 5 years into network marketing that finding prospects was a skill. What? I thought it was a natural resource. I never thought it was a skill. It's actually a skill that you could develop and you could nurture and you could improve and you could get better at? Okay. That's a new thought. So I started to look at what the successful people did, and let me just give you something to start off with. From Rich Dad Poor Dad, Robert Kiyosaki. The richest people in the world look for and build networks. Everyone else looks for work. I think that's so true. This is a life skill, people. It's not just a network marketing skill. Finding people, meeting people, interacting with people, bringing value to other people, building relationships with other people, strengthening your network, strengthening your influence, being more powerful. It's a life skill. All the great leaders in the world understand this. They know how to shake more hands. They know how to provide more value. They know how to connect with more people. Harvey McKay, my good friend, he talks about this. He has a book called Dig Your Well Before You're Thirsty. A lot of people think, like How to Swim with the Sharks Without Being Eaten Alive as their favorite book. This is my favorite book of his books. Dig your well before you're thirsty. What does that mean? Build relationships before you need them. Build friendships before you need them. Bring value to somebody else before you ask for value out of yourself. Like Gary said, jab, jab, jab. And then, give, give, give. And then ask. Dig your well before you're thirsty. Harvey McKay is a real living example of what he talks about. He's one of the most powerful networked guys I know. And he's my friend. And I'll give you an example of the kind of guy that Harvey is. We've done a few interviews. How many have seen Harvey's interview on Network Marketing Pro? The rest of you, go back in the archives and find it. It's really good. The guy's wildly successful. But I had an issue. My wife, my stepson with my wife Marina, was trying to figure out his visa to get his green card to get to the United States. After we got married, all these different challenges, huge challenges, and they were saying no, can't do it. So I called Harvey and said, Harvey, can you help? And my friend Harvey, who's more busy than anybody I know practically, he called senators, he called Congress people, he called the fundraisers for those people and said this needs to be a priority. If Harvey asks something of me, guess what the answer is going to be? Yes, whatever, doesn't matter what it is. If he asked me to look at an opportunity, guess what I would say? Absolutely, when and where, Harvey? See, he understood and understands the value of building networks, digging your well before you're thirsty. He has some basic fundamental principles. His father, who was an Associated Press reporter, sat him down at age 21 and said, Harvey, now that you're out of school, every person that you meet for the rest of your life, get their contact information, put them into your Rolodex, and find a creative way to stay in touch, find a way to provide value to those people. And if you'll do that, Harvey, everything else in business and in life will take care of itself. Just start today. Hey, my name is Eric Worre, and if you're involved in the network marketing profession, I want to invite you to come to the Network Marketing Pro YouTube channel. Every week, we put out content.
Now, some very good value in there, guys. You got to listen to the old pro. He's very, very good at what he does. And you've got to remember that people, it's all about building relationships, and it's all about know, like, and trust. And you've got to remember two fundamentals. Is one, if people like you, they will listen to you. If they trust you, they'll do business with you. So you must upon build relationships. Okay, back to you, Renee.
Yeah, thank you very much for that sharing as well, Roger. And I think it's very good video. And if the people in this call wants to search on that, just go to YouTube and find and type in the title of Eric Worre and finding prospects as well. There's a lot of material on that, so that's I think is also a good thing for yourself for how you want to do grow personally in the network marketing business as well. So the second step is inviting prospects to understand the opportunity. And what we see is that a lot of people tell a lot of things before the presentation, and keep that in mind. I see that also is that keep that in mind, that what are you doing, people looking at what you are doing, and that's your duplication. The more you say, the more you present, the more you do, people think that if they want to do the same and building the team as well, they must doing the same. So that's one of the biggest mistakes, is that the more you tell before the presentation, the more difficult it is to duplicate for other people as well. And keep that in mind. So don't do the presentation before the presentation. Keep it as simple as it is. And that's why, for example, what I do for a lot of people is when I want to invite people for the business of Amplivo, I just say one thing to the people. And that's, do you have cryptocurrency? And if the answer is yes, all right, so you have also plastic credits in your portfolio, isn't it? No, why not? It's a big opportunity. Oh, what is that? Oh, I want to invite you for the business presentation as well. That's it. Because just invite the people for the business presentation. That's your job as an Amplivo influencer. And the main goal is inviting the prospects to understand the opportunity, is to invite the people for the business presentation where they can find all the information they need to make a decision. And when you share all the information before the presentation, they make a decision of what they already know. And even they choose on that, and most of the time they choose that they don't want to see the business presentation because you have already tell a lot of information on that. So keep that in mind, that inviting the prospects, the main goal for your business presentation is where the people can find all the information. That's the secret word. Send the people where they can find all the information. And that's also very good to understand, that a lot of people want to try to explain the whole compensation plan, but better is that you can tell the people where they can find the information. That's duplicatable, because when you invite the people and join the business, what do you think what they do exactly the same, is they also tell the people where they can find the information. That's why you can duplicate in a simple way. So keep that in mind. Main goal, send the people to the business presentation where they can find all the information they need to make a decision. So the second video is the invitation is the gateway skill to the network marketing as well. So I know, Roger, you have prepared something for that.
I most certainly have prepared something for that. Again, it goes back to the old master again. And you've got to watch and you've got to learn from this guy. I tell you, he is by far, I can guarantee you that Rene will have GoPro as a book sitting on his desk, or if it's not on his desk, it won't be very far away. But we go back to those books every time. And you might say, oh, well, I read it a few years ago. Yeah. Read it again, because it'll be like a whole new book to you. I can guarantee you, as any book you read, I can guarantee you, if you read it again after a period of time, if your mindset is different, 100%, you'll see it and thinking, have they rewritten this book? Something's changed. No, it's you that's changed. So let me just put this on and we'll let the master do the trick.
When I think back to the days when I first got started in network marketing, the thing that struck fear into my heart more than anything else was inviting somebody to take a look. Inviting somebody to check out my product, inviting somebody to check out the opportunity. When I first started, I thought everybody was going to want to take a look. And I realized really quickly that it took some skill, because most people initially were like, no thanks, not interested, not my thing, good luck. And I was like, how am I going to be able to succeed if I can't get somebody to understand what it is that I have? See, the goal at the beginning for me was to sign people up and get customers. But ultimately, my goal became not getting somebody, but educating people. Letting people understand what it is I had to offer, to the point that they became educated about it and they could make a decision for themselves. Once they understood what it is that I had to offer, the rest was pretty easy. Either it was a fit or it wasn't a fit. But getting them to take a look was hard. So I finally cracked the code, and I've helped tens of thousands of people around the world crack the code also, to give people the skills, people like you, the skills, to not worry about this anymore, to quickly and easily get people to take a look, to understand what it is that your product has to offer, your opportunity has to offer, to get their defenses down, to lower their guard, and open up their minds to at least just becoming educated. So here's the exciting news. On Saturday, April 7th, I'm going to be doing a special coaching webcast, 3 hours of personal coaching from me on how you can become highly skilled at this gateway skill of inviting. I'm going to teach you how to invite, specific strategies for inviting via text message, via technology, how to invite via phone, how to invite face-to-face, how to deal with the questions and objections, how to get more people to take a look than you ever thought possible. During this 3 hours, I'm going to give you the best I have, but I'm also going to be engaging in live coaching with you, answering live questions, helping you understand the nuances of how to do this well, because once you get this gateway skill figured out, then you're on your way. If you don't figure this out, there's no future for you in network marketing. If you can't get people to take a look, you have no shot. So I want you to have the best chance possible. 3 hours of live coaching from me on Saturday, April 7th, 12 o'clock noon Pacific time. We're going to be going live. The people who register for this are going to get access to the live 3-hour coaching and also the replay. In case you can't actually attend it live, you'll have access to the replay of this 3-hour coaching experience. And also, those who get registered for this webcast are going to get my my invitation masterclass. I've done a whole course on this already. It's not a coaching experience, but it's a course. You'll be able.
I would actually recommend, I would actually recommend that anybody, any chance you get to register for any Eric Worre, whether it be GoPro, whether it be any of his teaching trainings or whatever, book on them, look at them, but search on YouTube, look at the recordings, get yourself educated. And that's what it's all about. It's all about educating. What you've got to remember is you're actually not selling anything. You're educating people. And the more people you can educate, at least they'll take a look. And then it's their choice whether they join you or join the mission or not. Okay, Renee, I'm going to pass back to you for the next section. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much, Roger. And maybe it's also a good idea. What I heard in that specific video you just showed is that he has also a recorded version of 3 hours how to invite and finding the prospects, etc. Maybe we can search on that because I think that's in a recording of the last year, and maybe
Absolutely.
maybe we can find it as well and can share it in the group because I think it's a very interesting topic. So. Then you have step 3. Step 3 is presenting Amplivo and opportunity to your prospects in a Zoom business presentation. And you know already that we have a lot of Telegram groups, and especially for the Amplivo official channel, you see that we have a lot of Zoom calls many times in a week. So in that presentation, Zoom business presentation, people can find the opportunity. And I think that's also a very good secret. Let's do the presentation, all the hard work. And even you don't have any clue about the business, the one thing you need is just invite the people for the business presentation and let do the presentation, all the hard work. Always showing up for yourself. I think that's also very important. When you invite some people, you're also showing up in that Zoom call as well, because you then have the chance to check if your prospect is there. Why is that important? It's important to see that you take your business serious and that you have then an opportunity to follow up your team as well. What also is very important is that a lot of people think that they must invite 10, 20, 100 people in one time. You can do that, but in the most very good way is when you invite, for example, 20 people, and 20 people wants to start your business. You are a very busy guy or girl, because now you must follow up 20 people. What I'm doing is that I'm inviting 1 or 2 people at max for one Zoom call, and then it gives me the opportunity to invite people, to help them in the business. And as soon as I know that the people understand the business and can duplicate it by their own, then I invited the next people. So I have my full attention for 1 people and not 20 people. So my focus is 1 people and not 20. So the next step is following up with your prospects. And that's also very important, but for a lot of people, misunderstanding. And this is the only thing you have to do is when you have done the business presentation, of the people that see the business presentation, call them after the business presentation, just call them and not ask the question, what do you think about the whole situation and the plastic waste, etc., etc. Now, the main goal of the call directly after the presentation is to make an appointment. And the only two things you have to ask, how many CSR tokens do you want? And do you want to start as an Amplivo influencer? You must know that before you make the appointment. So when you make the appointment, you know exactly how many CSR tokens they want. And also you just want to know that they also want to start as an Amplivo influencer. Now you know that maybe if they only want to buy CSR plastic tokens, plastic credits, they need maybe 30 minutes. But when they also want to start it as an Amplivo influencer, maybe you must take time for 1.5 of 2 hours. So take the time for that and don't have to rush on that. So step number 5 is helping your prospects purchasing the plastic neutral package. When you have your appointment, you are sitting together with your member. And there's only 2 things. Set up, for example, on Coinbase or something else, what you prefer to work with it, and also help the people to make up the MetaMask. And that's very simple steps. Then when you have set up this, you can send euros to Coinbase, convert it in USDT, and then you help the people to purchase a plastic neutral package when they want to be a supporter. And step 6 is when they want to become an independent associate and just want to start it as an Amplivo influencer, make maybe a new appointment or help them right away in the same. So then you have the time and take the time of that, explain the back office, where they can find everything, etc., etc. We have also done that in week 3, which we have given explanation of the whole compensation plan, and we have also get an overview of that. So you can help the people how they purchase a business license. So it's also very important. And then you have also the opportunity to explain to people that it's very important where to find the compensation plan. And when you want to see the compensation plan, we have done that last week. So you can find it on YouTube on the Amplivo International site and search for week 3. You can also click on the playlist and playlist Amplivo weekly call and then search for week 3. There you can find the compensation plan. And now you have also the opportunity for your new prospect, your new Amplivo influencer, to explain the 28 days fast start period, because it's very, very important to understand when the people want to start the business. So, for example, when they just started right away without experience or without the knowledge, and they figure out that they had be better started maybe 1 week later. So keep them and help them. And when you don't understand the compensation plan and the 20 days age period, I think it's for everybody, the most important thing to understand the business, and search for the video as well on week 3. Then help the people to walk through the csrnow.com. Why is that important? Because when they are purchase a package and they want to have an overview of all the purchases they buy and what time they can reach, when they can have the CSR plastic credits, you can see it in the overview when you log in on csrnow.com and go to My CSR. You can find the information about your purchase as well. And then help the people walk through to the academy.amplivo.com, how to deposit, how to withdraw, etc. You can find also the right information on that. And maybe in the future, in the near future, we also put some videos on that, step-by-step tutorials, where people can find everything step by step as well. So help them and take the time. I think that's the most important. What I see in a business most of the time is that people invite business of people invite prospects to the business presentation, and when they just want to start it, I see a lot of people share the sponsor link, and then they get the message, find it out by yourself. I'm going to the next people as well. So when you do that, the people don't understand the business, they're swimming in the field and they get lost, but you get the commissions. And if you're only eager and just focus on the commissions, I think that's not a good way. So I think that it's most important to help them, and help them as far as you can to understand the business, take the time for it. And when you understand they have the time and they understand the business and they can start right away as an Amplivo influencer, then you can start at your duplication as well, because that person can doing exactly the same. And then you go to the next, and then you go to the next, and then you go to the next. And you can see that in that way, you have new Amplivo influencers, maybe every single week. And also when they're doing exactly the same, it's very easily. And so now you can see your business growing every single week as fast as what you can see. It's exponential. So I think that's the way you can build your business structure as well. And that's the last topic of today, of my part, is duplication. And duplication is very, very important. Put the people in the right Telegram groups, because in the Telegram groups, they will find the invitation for the business presentations as well. And in the business presentations, people can find the right information where they can choose whatever they want. They want to start the business, or they don't want to start the business. They want to purchase CSR plastic credits, or they don't. And that's very important. Also, step-by-step tutorial. We have a lot of stuff on that. So you can ask Roger or me or other people where they can find the step-by-step tutorials. We have made some very good videos. We cannot share that yet on the Amplivo of the Academy, but I know for sure we are busy with it. That's the step-by-step tutorial. We also place on that so that everybody can read that. And the last step is help the people to came to the Amplivo weekly calls. Why is that important? It's very important for everybody to connect as a team, because that is I think one of the time in the week you have the connection with other team members. You can also your team members in the team, and you can have a very good chat with that after the weekly calls. And I think that's also very good to bring your knowledge to the next level. And also in sometimes we have a corporate update call, so you're aware of the latest information. So this is the very, very interesting steps on that. Invite people for the Telegram. There they can find the link for the business presentations, help them in the step-by-step tutorial, and send them to the Amplivo weekly calls. That's the duplication. I know, Roger, you have also a very, very good video of a famous guy creating duplication in your network marketing business as well. So this is my part of this presentation is today, Roger. So back over to you, mate.
Okay, thank you very much. And all I wanted to add on there from Rene is master the steps you were talking about, but master duplication. If you master duplication, you cracked it. Your business will explode. So let's just not go around. I could prattle on for ages. So let me just carry on here now. What I'll do is I'll play this little video and then we'll wind up for the Sunday.
So this is the world that we like to live in, this idea of duplication. It's so exciting, the possibilities. You know, we've got, if we could just bring in a few, who all bring in a few, who all bring in a few, who all bring in a few, we're going to get rich. This is amazing. I got to tell you, when I first started off in my career, it didn't work out for me the same way I heard about it in different studies. You know, here's what happened to me. Is, tell me if you've seen this training. Ready? Here's you. You've seen this one? Really? I thought I was the only one. And all you need to do, that's all you need to do, is bring in 5 people. Easy peasy. No problem. Bring in 5 people. Right? And what I found out is, if you make a decision, you can actually do that. Those of you who are watching at home, those of you who are watching here in the room, how many of you have done that? You've introduced 5 people in your business so far, or more. Okay, here's what I know about you. Most of you, at some point, just said, that's enough, I've had it, I'm going and getting 5. Right? It was just a decision. Say, I'm doing it. I'm sick of this. I'm going to make it happen. Either you got off to a quick start, or you wandered around for a while and said, enough with this, I'm going to go get 5. I'm not going home till I get 5. I'm not going to sleep on a mattress until I get 5. I'm not watching TV until I get 5. I'm getting 5. And it's really just a decision. Go to people, check this out. Here's what I got. You in or you out? Out, fine. Check this out. You see what I got? You in or you out? Fine. Right? Go to your best friend. You're getting in. Mom, you're signing up. What am I signing up for? Doesn't matter. I'll tell you later. Right? You make this decision. You go get these 5. And for me, it wasn't an easy process. I brought in some people right away, but they did nothing. They just laid there. You ever see like those old vaudeville acts where they take a stick and they put a plate on the stick and they spin the plate on the stick? Have you ever seen that? That was what it was like. What's your name? Jennifer. I take Jennifer. I say, Jennifer, you want to do this with me? She said, yeah, that'd be amazing. Oh, fantastic. This is going to be unbelievable. I got to get my 5 because I saw my training. So I got the stick, put Jennifer on the stick, spin Jennifer. Go, Jennifer, go. Right? Jennifer's spinning. This is awesome. Now I have a downline. Have you seen Jennifer? You're so cute. She's going to take over the world. She's the best. Yes, you are. Showing pictures of my down. Have I shown you my downline? You got a little family, right? You're like a proud parent. And you're spinning Jennifer. Like, okay, she's spinning. Spin her again. You should be using the product. Come to the meeting. Are you listening to the conference call? You going to come to the event? Are you ever going to spin yourself? Ever? They keep telling me about this freedom thing in network marketing, and all I'm doing is spinning you. So you finally just say, I got to have more than just Jennifer. I'm bored with Jennifer. So what's your name, sir? Billy. Billy? So I go get Billy. Billy, oh, finally a guy. I don't just had this girl in my group. I need to have some testosterone around here. Maybe that'll help. I get Billy up on the stick. Billy's going. I got Jennifer, Billy. Jennifer, Billy. Jennifer, Billy. Call him up in the morning. How's it going? Text him. How's it going? Spinning back and forth, right? And then I get the 3rd one. Then I get the 4th one. I get the 5th one. I just did it because I decided I had to. You ever get one that spins hardly at all? You put them on a stick, you spin them, and they go, You know what I mean? It's like, come on. Did I miss? Nope. They're like, I'm trying.
Does this sound familiar? Do you feel like you're spinning all the time? So there we go, guys. The art of duplication. Keep spinning. So as I said, if you crack this, you're 3/4 of the way there. Absolutely 100%. And I know Renee will back me up, and I can tell you all the big leaders, doesn't matter who you talk to. It would be Kevin Trudeau, whether it be Eric Worre, whether it be Brian Tracy, whoever, they'll all tell you exactly the same thing. Just remember though, Renee mentioned earlier on that it's hard to work with big groups like one-on-one. So what you have to do is you have to work with people in smaller groups. Yeah. Okay. Those are the people you can work with on one-on-one. And it's Brian Tracy over and over again as the 80-20 rule. And it might seem hard and cruel, but you need to work with the people you know you can work with, and they'll be self-starters. And then you work with the other people who are, you got to keep spinning. You work with those in larger groups, and that is the best way. So you know your people who can spin themselves. Yeah, you can work with them, and you work with them on one-on-one. And the guys that you got to keep going, it doesn't matter, and you all know it, it'll all happen in all your networks. You work with them in larger groups, and then that way you're actually creating more duplication. So Renee, do you have anything else to add to that?
No, that video was awesome, and I think that's very good to see that video as well on the last video. That makes my Sunday very, very happy because it's just to the point. Yeah, I like that video as well. So in the meantime, I have my book, and I think this is also very good for you guys. Just go to the bookstore or bol.com or Amazon, I don't know. And this is very good. And this is the GoPro is for Eric Worre, I think just €10, but it's very simple reading and simple to understand the 7 steps to becoming a network marketing professional as well. And what I also prefer, and you also see that in the first video, what Eric Worre explained, is Rich Dad, Poor Dad. And I think this is also a very good book to understand, because a lot of people have the mindset of an employee. And when you have the mindset of an employee, you are waiting from your upline to tell you something what you must do. And I think that when everybody understands that you are not an employee, but you're a lifestyle entrepreneur, you're an entrepreneur of your own success, I think then when you read that book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad, and in the Netherlands, Rijke Pa, Arme Pa, but Rich Dad, Poor Dad from Robert Kiyosaki, he tells exactly where, how you can become to more thinking as an entrepreneur. And this is also the 2 books I read on that, and I think that's a very good basics for everybody to understand the business, and that's also motivates you more when you understand the basic principle to think not in money, but think in percentage. And I think that's the difference. When you think in percentage, I think that's also the secrets on that. So what are your thoughts about that, Roger?
Totally, and if you're talking percentage again. If you think percentage, the money will come. Exactly. And that's just the way. It's not all about money all the time. And you've got to just say, guys, like surround yourself with, successful people. Surround yourself. Set yourself a goal. Like everything around us is totally positive. Like I look to my right here. It says to me, set a goal. When you want what you've never had, you must do what you've never done. Behind you, you can see. Make it happen. Look at the guy, the top of a cliff face there with a mountain bike. How's he going to get off there? Is he going to ride it off? Come on, do what you ever want. Okay. And one last thing, and a great quote that I absolutely love, and was by Ayrton Senna, or the late great Ayrton Senna. He used to say, being second is first to last. Meaning, the bottom line of it here is there's only one place, number one. Be first every time. Okay, so I'm about finished there. We've done about 50 minutes. It's nice and clear early. It's a beautiful Sunday. We don't want to keep you all too long. We don't want to disrupt you too long from lunches or whatever you've got to do. I tell everyone, enjoy yourself today, but Why not ring? Why not ring somebody? Why not ring a new prospect today? Why not surround yourself with some very, very, very positive people? It's absolutely imperative. Tell people, invite people onto the calls. We have calls in multiple language, you know, just about every day of the week, but, you know, English calls Tuesday and Thursdays, same with Dutch calls. I know that there's Thai calls that Renee does every other day of the week. You know, that everywhere. All the tools are there for you. We have the weekly calls on Sunday, you know, and we do that like we do from corporate through to trainings like this. And we're here to help you. And that's what we're here for. So, you know, guys, you know, people will say, you know, people can bitch and whine. Yeah. But if they don't get on the calls, the other people, oh, I've seen it before. Oh, it's a bit like saying, oh, I've read a book before. Well, is it like saying, well, I ate a meal once? Does that mean to say you're not going to eat again? You have to repeat it every single day. Every single day. If you do it every single day, you will be successful. So thank you very much. That's all from me. Renee, do you want to wrap it up?
No, thank you for everybody. And thank you, Roger. And looking forward to the next call as well. So thank you very much and have everybody a very good Sunday.
Good to see some nice, happy, smiley faces on the call today. Great to see you all. Take care, guys. I will see you again. Don't forget, Tuesdays and Thursdays. And also next week, there'll be an exciting call. I can guarantee you. Take care. Cheers.